Hi, I'm Melanie, and this is Yoga Flow. We're going to find a nice, comfortable seated position. You can sit cross-legged or some other way that works for your body. Go ahead and bring your hands together at your heart. Now, press your sit bones down into the ground and lift through your pelvic floor, Mula Bandha. And then engage your lower abdominals, Mula Bandha. Roll your shoulders back, and then press your hands together and close your eyes. Relax the muscles of your face. Just start to tune in to the natural rhythm of your breath, checking in and just noticing how you're feeling right now. How are you doing emotionally, energetically, physically? And then set an intention for your yoga practice today. A few words or a mantra that you can repeat to yourself throughout your practice to remind yourself why you showed up to your mat today. Then with this mantra in your mind, I want to join our voices together in the sound of Om. Take a big breath in. And begin Ujjayi breathing. So with your lips closed together, start breathing deeply in and out your nose. Feel the rumbling of the breath through your throat. Feel the expansion of your rib cage as you breathe in. Relax your belly, how it moves with the breath. Inhale, it fills up. Exhale, pulls in. And go ahead and release your hands down to your thighs. And then just go ahead and move your head around in any direction, whatever feels good for your neck right now. If you want to take some neck circles, go for it. If you're circling the neck, do the other side as well. And then bring your head back to center and you flutter your eyes open. And then set your gaze so it's like a little bit hazy. Relax your jaw. And inhale, reach your arms out and up into the sky. On your exhale, bring your hands together at your heart. Let's do that again. Inhale, reach out and up. Exhale, hands back to heart center. And one more. Inhale, reach out and up. And exhale, hands back to your heart. Now, keeping your hands connected, reach back up, breathe in. On your exhale, tuck your chin, bend your elbows so your fingers are pointing to the ground behind you. Hug your elbows in toward each other and then lift your head and hug your low belly in. So you feel the stretch through your triceps here. Another deep breath. And then you can tuck your chin again. Inhale, lift your arms, and exhale, hands back to heart center. On the next inhale, reach your arms out and up to the sky. And on your exhale, put your right hand on the floor next to you. Inhale, big reach up. Exhale, take a nice side bend, reaching up and over to the side. So anchor your left sitting bone into the ground. Big reach with the arm. Take out any pressure you have out of that bottom shoulder. And then the top arm, you think like strong arm, but soft fingers. Breathe into the side of the rib cage. And then inhale, you're going to lift your arms. And exhale, let's side bend the other way. So lower your hand down to the floor. Inhale, big reach. Exhale, side bend. Anchoring the right sitting bone. Relax your shoulder, your bottom shoulder. The top arm reaches high. Fingers soften. Expand the side of the rib cage as you breathe in. And then inhale, lift both arms up. And exhale, hands back to heart center. All right, inhale, reach your arms out and up again. And then on your exhale, right hand to left knee and the other hand behind you. Inhale, you're going to sit tall. And exhale, twist, turn, look over your back shoulder. Couple deep breaths here. You're going to think inhale, finding length. The sitting bones are pressing down. Exhale, it's a tiny rotation. Your head is looking over that rear shoulder. All right, inhale, find length again. Exhale, you're going to turn back to center. Now keep your hand on your knee. The left arm's going to reach up. And exhale, you're going to side bend. Another opportunity for that torso stretch. Then inhale, lift the arm. And exhale, cross your arms in front of you. You're going to take eagle arms. So either grab onto opposite shoulders or pretzel your arms as much as they'll go. Then lift your elbows up nice and high. Press your forearms in front of you. Hug the lower belly in. And then we're going to add a figure 8. So just start to move your elbows around in that 8 pattern. If your upper back is tight, you'll probably feel a good stretch here. Same as with the shoulders. If they're tight, it'll feel a nice stretch. And then you can figure 8 the other direction. And then go ahead and release your arms. Lift them out and up into the sky. And exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, lift the arms high to the sky. This time, left hand to the right knee, the other hand behind you. Inhale, find length. And exhale, twist, looking over that back shoulder. As you stay in, or as you're in each of the yoga poses, you're always going to be thinking, inhale, lengthen, exhale, go deeper. All right, keep your hand on your knee, turn back to center, lift your right arm, inhale, exhale, side bend. Now that right sit bone stays anchored to the floor. Good low back stretch here, especially through the quadratus lumborum. And inhale, lift the arm. And then exhale, let's take your eagle arms. Lift those elbows up high, press your forearms forward, and go ahead and figure 8 your arms. And then as we're moving through the yoga practice again, or yoga practice today, remember to just stay true to your body. We're never in the same body as we were in yesterday. So we always have to listen to what's going on, modify as needed, step it up as needed. You do you. All right, let's do figure 8 the opposite direction. Really getting into those shoulders. And go ahead and release. All right, inhale, lift the sky. And exhale, hands to your heart. Let's come to tabletop. So on all fours. And once you get here, you're going to separate your fingers nice and wide apart. The heel of the hand is underneath your shoulders. Your knees are hip distance apart with your toes pointing to behind you. Now keep your ankles active. So you actually pull the tops of your toenails towards your knees. So there's a little bit of action there. All right, inhale, cow pose. So the tailbone lifts up, your belly drops, your gaze moves forward. Grip your fingers and pull towards your knees without actually moving your hands. That gives a little bit of an extra stretch there. And then on your exhale, we're going to round. So tuck the tailbone, belly pulls to the spine, push down and forward with the fingertips, releasing your head. That good upper back stretch. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat pose. Couple more. Inhale as you cow, you're pulling towards your knees. And exhale as you cat, you're pushing away from you. All right, let's come back to your neutral spine. Now, take your right thumb, bring it behind your ear. Your fingers are just going to grab the back of your head. On your next inhale, you're going to sit your hips about halfway towards your heels and then lift your right elbow up toward the sky. On your exhale, your hips are going to come forward and your elbow comes underneath you to the opposite arm. Inhale, hips back, elbow reaches up. Exhale, hips forward, elbow under. Let's do 3 more. Move with breath. The entire inhale opens you. The entire exhale brings it back. 2 more times. Moving slowly and mindfully. And again. Beautiful. Now, on your next inhale breath, you're going to reach your right arm all the way up into the sky. And then this time, thread the needle, reach it underneath the left arm as far as you can. Bring side of your shoulder to the floor, side of the head to the floor. Now, a couple of options you can do here with your left hand. You can either make a claw with your elbow pointing to the sky and push into your fingertips to deepen the stretch. Alternatively, you can take that arm, reach it behind your back. Maybe you'll even grab your thigh. Both are excellent options. Choose the one that works best for you. Breathe for 3, 2, and 1. All right. Go ahead and put your left hand back to the floor. Inhale your right arm into the sky again. And exhale back to your tabletop. Let's move your hips around in gigantic circles. Start clockwise, just moving them around. And then we're going to go the opposite direction as well. And let's do our twists on the other side. So your left thumb comes behind your ear. Fingers hug the back of your head. Hips back as the elbow lifts up. Inhale. Hips forward, elbow under. Exhale. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Keep going. Try to have very little weight on that front hand, the one that's on the floor. Most of your weight stays in your lower body. Last one, inhale, and exhale it under. So now on your inhale, reach your left arm all the way up. Exhale, thread the needle. Love the stretch. Reach as far as you can first. Then the side of the head comes to the floor. And then with that right hand, you're either doing claw fingers, elbow pointing to the sky, or reaching that arm behind you. Breathe into the back of the shoulder for 3, 2, and 1. Lower your right hand to the floor. Inhale the left arm to the sky. And exhale, tabletop. All right, now from here, you're going to step your feet back into a plank. Activate your legs by lifting your quads and push down with your hands so you expand the upper back. Take a deep breath in and exhale, let's lower all the way down to your belly. Point your toes behind you. You're going to keep your hands under your shoulders, elbows hugging into your sides. We're going to take low cobra here. So lift your chest, but don't use your hands. In fact, even hover your hands above the ground. Exhale. We're going to come all the way back down. Now we'll take your regular cobra. So this time you are going to push into your hands. Lift the chest on your inhale, roll the shoulders back, elbows hug in, spread your fingers, push forward with the fingertips. Good ab stretch here. Exhale, let's go back down to the mat. Now you're going to slide your hands from under your shoulders so now they're in line with your pecs. Upward facing dog. Roll those shoulders back. Now arms go straight. You're going to pull the bottoms of the shoulder blades together. Press forward with your fingertips. Activate your quads so maybe your knees even lift off the floor. And lift your gaze. On your exhale, downward facing dog. You can lower your knees, tuck your toes, lift those hips up high into your downward facing dog.
And just immediately start pedaling out your legs. So pressing one foot to the ground, one heel to the ground, and then the other. Feet are about hip distance apart. So when you look back, the side edge of your foot, your pinky toe lines up with the widest part of your hips. Now your hands are going to be shoulder distance apart. So that place between your first finger and your thumb, that L shape, lines up with your armpits. You're going to expand your upper back and then plug your arms back into your shoulder sockets. Press forward with the fingertips. And then on your next inhale, look forward. And exhale, step your feet behind your hands to the top of the mat. Halfway lift, breathe in. Bring your hands up your shins. Now lengthen through the front of the body, pulling the shoulder blades together. Exhale into ragdoll pose. So you're going to bend your knees, drape your abs on top of the legs, relax your head, hands find opposite elbows, and then you can sway side to side, relaxing the low back, releasing. Keep those legs strong and still breathing deeply through your nose this whole time. Now let your hands fall toward the floor. Squat to rise. Let's come all the way up. Reach to the sky. Breathe in. Exhale. Hands to your heart. Inhale, lift your arms out and up. And then exhale, we're going to cactus. So pull the elbows down to your sides. Pull the bottoms of the shoulder blades together. Engage your quads and lift your heart. Inhale, float your arms. And exhale, hands through your heart as you fold forward. Halfway lift, breathe in. And exhale, high plank pose. Now rock your weight forward, lower down to your knees, and find some length through the front of the torso. Now elbows are going to go to your side for a chaturanga on your knees, low plank. Then press your arms straight, shoulders back, upward facing dog, push forward, downward facing dog on the exhale breath. All right, from here, lift your right leg up into the sky. And then go ahead and move your leg around in big circles, opening the hip. Lower your foot back down to the ground, lift your left leg up, bend your knee, big circles. Lower your foot down to the floor. Bend both knees, look forward. Exhale, you're going to step or hop, feet behind your hands. Inhale, half lift, find length of the torso. Exhale into a forward fold. Now, Padangusthasana, you're going to take your index and middle fingers, loop them around your big toes. Halfway lift as you breathe in. Forward fold as you breathe out. Relax your head, relax your neck. Deep breathing for 3, 2, and 1. Release your hands, squat to rise, reach to the sky, breathe in, and hands to your heart on your exhale breath. Inhale, reach out and up, and exhale, cactus those arms, lift your chest, lift your gaze. Inhale, reach the sky, and exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, breathe in, find length. Exhale, high plank. Rock your weight forward, engage your quads. So you can lower your knees like you did last time. Alternatively, keep those legs nice and engaged. Elbows by your sides as you go halfway down. Pushing the arms straight, upward facing, and downward facing on the exhale. From here, you're going to reach your right leg high to the sky. Bend the knees, stack the hips. Now, come up high onto your tippy toes with the left foot, and then try to lower your heel down to the floor. And then set your gaze under your right shoulder. And the foot that's up, your right foot, go ahead and move it around in big circles. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Lower your foot back to its downward dog. Inhale the left leg up. Exhale, bend your knees, stack your hips. Inhale, come up onto your tippy toes. Exhale, try to put your heel on the floor. Now set your gaze under the left armpit and go ahead and add those ankle circles. Breathing deeply through your nose for 3, for 2, and 1. Lower that foot back to your downward facing dog. Inhale, bend both knees, look forward. Exhale, step or hop, feet behind your hands, top of the mat. Halfway lift, breathe in. Forward fold on the exhale. Now, Padahastasana, slide your hands underneath your feet so your toes hit your forearms. Bend your knees a lot to do that. And then inhale, halfway lift so your torso is parallel with the ground. And exhale, forward bend. Releasing again your head and your neck. For 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and release. Squat to rise, lift to the sky. Inhale, and hands to your heart on your exhale. Inhale, float the arms, and exhale, cactus, shoulder blades together. Inhale, reach up high, and exhale into a forward fold. Halfway lift as you breathe in. High plank to low plank as you breathe out. Use that full exhale to lower. Upward facing on the inhale, downward facing dog on your exhale breath. Now from here, reach your right leg up to the sky, bend your knee, stack your hip, and then we're going to flip over into a side plank. The left leg is going to stay straight underneath you, and you're going to you're going to be on the ball of the right foot. Now lift your hips up, then your free arm is going to reach up and over your ear toward the front of the mat. For 3, for 2, and 1. Take a breath in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Same thing on the other side. So inhale, lift your left leg, bend the knees, stack the hips, and flip it over. Hips go high. Reach the arm up and over. Breathing for 3, for 2, and 1. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing. All right, inhale, bend your knees, look forward, and exhale, you're going to step or jump your feet together at the top of the mat. Halfway lift, inhale, and fold, exhale. Now sweep your arms back, then up. We're coming in toward a chair pose. So start high, roll the shoulders back, arms parallel, squeeze your arms toward one another, and then sink into a deeper chair. Hug those legs in towards center line. Pelvic floor engaged, belly engaged, butt is way far behind you in this version of chair. Utkatasana. Deep breathing, sit a little bit lower till your quads burn. For 3, for 2, and 1. Float your arms and exhale. Let's swan dive down to the ground. Halfway lift, inhale. High plank to low plank on your exhale. Upward facing, breathe in. And downward facing dog, breathe out. All right, from here, lift the right leg up high to the sky, and exhale, step forward to your right thumb. Lower your left knee down to the ground for Anjaneyasana, low lunge. So you're going to push the front foot down firmly to rise up, and then float your arms. Roll your shoulders back, plugging your arms into the shoulder sockets. Engage your left glute and sink the hips forward. Lift your gaze. Breathe in. Feeling the lovely hip flexor stretch. 3, 2,
And one, take a breath in. Exhale, lower your hands down to the ground. Straighten your front leg. Shift your hips back. So your back hip is lined up over your knee. Your front leg is straight. Dorsiflex your foot so your toes are pointing to the sky. Hands are underneath your shoulders. If they don't quite touch the ground, you're welcome to grab a prop like a block or whatever you got laying around. Put them underneath your fingertips. So inhale, you're going to find length through the front of the torso. Engage your quad. And exhale, fold. If you need to go deeper, elbows to your sides. Getting that good hamstring stretch for Ardha Hanumanasana. If you want to add a little bit more, just go ahead and rock that front foot, your side to side on your heel. 3, for 2, and 1. Let's come into your lunge again. So just go ahead and walk your hands forward. Lift up the back knee. Right arm is first going to reach to the front of the mat and then windmill it up to the sky. Now push down a lot through the right foot so your hips just got a little bit higher. Engage the back leg. Take a breath in. And then on your exhale, you're going to reach your arm underneath your front leg, hand toward your heart. Inhale, arm reaches up. Exhale, reach it under again. And one more time. Inhale, arm up. And exhale, reach it under. All right. Inhale, your arm is coming all the way up to the sky again. And exhale, hand back down to the ground. Let's take high plank. Step back. Rock forward. Engage those legs. Low plank. Upward facing. And downward facing on the exhale. On your next inhale, lift the left leg up high to the sky. Exhale, big step to your left thumb. Low lunge, Anjaneyasana. So press down to the front foot. Engage your back glutes. Float the arms. Plug the arms back into the shoulder socket. Sink the hips forward. Lift the gaze. Breathe. For 5, 4. Feeling that beautiful stretch. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale. Exhale. Let's go to half splits. Ardha Hanumanasana. Hips over your back knee. Front leg straight. Dorsiflex the foot. Engage your quad. Inhale. Find length through the front of the torso. Exhale. Melt until your hamstrings talk to you. Optional to add that side to side movement on the heel. And return to your breath. All right, let's walk those hands forward. We're going to go back into your lunge. Now lift up the back knee. Right hand stays down. Left arm reaches forward, then up to the sky. Now push down with the left foot. Hips go higher. Take a breath in. Exhale, arm reaches underneath your leg toward your heart. Inhale, open. Exhale, reach under. And one more time, inhale, open. And exhale, reach under. Inhale, arm to the sky. And exhale, hands to the ground. High plank, step back. Low plank, exhale. Upward facing, breathe in. And downward facing, breathe out. All right. Bend both knees, breathe in. Exhale, step or hop your feet together at the top of the mat. Halfway lift, inhale, fold, exhale. Sweep those arms back, then up, chair pose. Sink into it on the exhale. Hold and breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come up, breathe in, and swan dive. Breathe out. Halfway lift, inhale. High plank to low plank on your exhale. Upward facing, downward facing. All right, so from here, you're going to lift your right leg up and back again. And take a big step to your right thumb. Crescent lunge this time. So you're going to keep your front knee over the top of your heel. And then float your arms on the inhale. On the exhale, we're going to cactus the arms and then dip your back knee about halfway down to the floor. Inhale, lift. Exhale, cactus and dip. Inhale, lift. And exhale, cactus and dip. All right, inhale, lift. And then exhale, you're going to reach your arms forward into a warrior three. Fly the back leg. Now your standing leg is pushing into the floor. The flying leg, you're going to point your toes, internally rotate the back hip, and then use your glutes to lift the leg up further. So plug your arms back into your shoulder sockets. 3, 2, and 1. Bring your hands to your hips. Now you're just going to step your foot back behind you. We're going to for straight legs now, setting up for pyramid pose. So let's go heel to heel alignment. Right foot pointing straight forward, left foot out at a 45-degree angle. And clasp your hands at your low back. Roll the shoulders back, open the chest, engage your quads, stick your butt back, and lean forward on your exhale breath. Finding another hamstring stretch. Holding and breathing. For 3, 2, and 1. Press to the front foot to come back up to standing. Bring your right hand to your hip. The left arm is going to reach up. Now, send the hips back. Arm comes forward. Now, twist so you're turning and you're looking to the right. You're going to take your left hand to the outside of that right leg. Make sure those legs stay nice and straight and engaged. And then slowly lower your hand down your leg, keeping the twist, okay? Now, the hand that's on your hip, it can either stay there, or first reach to the floor, then to the front of the mat, and then to the sky, windmilling open. Hold for 3, for 2, and 1. If you windmill, continue that windmill all the way back up to standing and step to the front of the mat. Go ahead and shake out your legs. We're going to bring all of your weight over to the left foot. Cross your right shin over your thigh. Hands at heart center. Put the hips back into a figure 4. Breathe. Feeling that beautiful stretch. For 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and release your legs toward the floor. Inhale, reach the arms to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, breathe in. High plank to low plank. Exhale. Upward facing inhale. Downward facing dog on the exhale. From here, left leg up, nice and high. Breathe in. Exhale, big step to the left thumb. Crescent lunge. Come on up. Bend your front knee. Float the arms. Breathe in. And exhale, we're going to go cactus and dip. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. And inhale. And exhale. All right, inhale, reach up. Exhale, arms come forward. Warrior 3. Fly the back leg, point your toes. Now your standing leg straight and strong. Quads are engaged. Back leg is internally rotated. Core is in. Arms are strong. 3, 2, and 1. Hands to your hip. Step back. So we're doing pyramid pose again. Straight legs here. Heel to heel alignment. Left foot's forward. Right foot to the side. Roll the shoulders back. Clasp your hands. Take the opposite grip. Kind of feels weird when you first do it. That's how you know it's the opposite grip. All right, inhale, find length. Sit the hips back. Lead with your chest and fold until you can't fold anymore. Keep those legs active. 3, 2, and 1. Come back up. Inhale. Left hand to your hip. Right arm up. Exhale. Revolved triangle. So send those hips back.
Rotate. So now you're looking toward the left side of the mat. Hand comes to the outside of the leg. Slide it down. And then your hands can either stay on your hip or first reach to the floor, then to the front of the mat, and then to the sky. Squeeze your legs together. Breathe. 3, 2, and 1. If your arm is reaching up, complete that circle all the way back standing and step to the front of the mat. Shake out your legs. All your weight over to the right foot, left shin over thigh, figure 4 on the other side. Those hips back and stretch. Breathe. 4. Maybe this is a good time to recall that original intention you set at the beginning of class. 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and release your legs back to standing, hip distance apart. Float the arms. Breathe in and forward fold on the exhale. Another connecting vinyasa. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, high plank to low plank. Upward facing. Then downward facing on the exhale. All right, inhale, you're going to bring the right leg up high to the sky. Exhale, step between your hands at the top middle of the mat. Now spin your back heel down. So we're going heel to arch alignment. The left arm is just going to windmill open. Warrior 2. Roll the shoulders back. Bend your front knee so it's over the top of the heel. And then the back leg stays engaged. All about engaging those quads today. Roll your shoulders back. Deepen into that knee bend. Still making sure your knee's staying over the heel. Straight and strong with those arms. You can set your gaze over your fingertips. Fierce warrior face. You are strong. You are powerful. You can accomplish anything. Reverse warrior on the inhale. So you're going to bring your hand to your thigh, back leg, reach up and over. Big stretch here. Gaze toward the sky. Whoop. And side angle pose on the exhale. So forearm to thigh. And then reach the other arm up and over toward the front of the room. Now reach as high as you can. Now plug your arm back into your shoulder socket. Either stay here or lower your hand down toward the ground, setting your gaze over those extended fingertips, the arm that's up. Push down firmly with the front foot. 3, 2, and 1. Let's come back up to standing. Now toe heel your back foot in a little bit, so you're just shortening their stance. We're going to do triangle now. So we're at heel to arch alignment, but we'll have straight legs. Arms out. Shift your hips behind you. Bring the right hand to the top of the thigh. Engage your quads. The left arm reaches up. And then just slide your hand down nice and lightly down your foot. Sending your gaze toward your top hand just to make sure your arm's pointing up. And then again, can you engage those quads? 3, 2, and 1. Let's take a reverse triangle. Straight legs, reach back, breathe in. And cartwheel your hands to the floor on your exhale. High plank to low plank. Upward dog on the inhale. And downward facing dog on the exhale. Left leg, inhale, reach it up high. Exhale, step between your hands, the top middle of the mat. Spin that back heel down. All right, warrior 2, open big. So take a while, like a little bit to set it up. You know, you want that front knee over your heel, the back leg engaged, shoulders behind you, arms straight and strong. Finding your inner and outer strength. 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful reversed warrior. And on your exhale, side angle pose. You're either doing forearm to thigh or hand down to the ground. Arm reaches up and over, but then plug your arm into your shoulder socket. Set your gaze over the fingertips, that extended arm. Keep your back leg active. Abs engaged. And then come back up. Toe heel your back foot in just 1 or 2 steps. Straighten your legs, setting up for triangle pose. Arms out. Shift your hips behind you. Hand to your thigh, the other arm reaches. Engage those legs, engage your core, and slide gently into your triangle, making sure your hand, your top arm is pointing straight up to the sky. And the bottom hand is nice and light. 3, 2, and 1. Let's take a reverse triangle. Inhale and exhale. Cartwheel your hands to the floor. High plank to low plank. Use that whole exhale to lower. Upward facing on the inhale and downward facing dog on your exhale. All right, let's take pigeon pose. Stretch out those hips even more. Inhale, right leg up to the sky. Exhale, right knee to right thumb. So your knee's going over to the side of the mat, not in the middle. Okay, now you're just going to wiggle your left foot back as far as you can. If your right hip is pretty high above the ground, you can just go ahead and grab one of your household objects and stick it underneath your hip. Inhale, find length through the spine. And exhale, we're just going to melt, come down to your forearms. Relax your shoulders, relax your head. Breathing into that right hip. Now, notice if you just put all of your weight over to the right hip, and we're going to even it out. So even if it means the hip lifts over off the ground a little bit, you're actually going to bring a little bit more weight over to your left. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, from here we'll move to mermaid pose. So come up to your hands, bend your back knee. The left hand reaches back to the inside of the left foot. And just go ahead and pull it in for a quad stretch. If you have some extra room to spare, put your foot into your elbow pit, point your fingers toward the sky, and maybe even take a full mermaid by clasping your hands behind you and then spinning your chest toward the front of the mat. 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and release. Now you're going to take that left leg and bring it out in front of you. Put the right foot into the inner left thigh and flex your foot, dorsiflex. Now engage your quad. And what you want you to do is actually, after you engage your quad, push down on the quad and feel like you just got a little bit taller. Take a breath in, and then on your exhale, you're thinking, I'm going to put my chest or my heart on my knee. So you'll just lean forward as much as you can. And then we're not even going to touch our toes today. We're just going to grab onto either the floor or the leg, whatever you're holding on to. You're going to pull towards you to find a little bit more length through the torso as you breathe in and fold deeper on the exhale. And then the last thing you'll do is just relax your head and neck. 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Come on up. All right, now you're going to take your right foot, cross it over the left. Hug your knee in towards your chest, sit up tall. You're going to put your right hand behind you, left arm lifts, and exhale, you hook the elbow outside your leg. Inhale, find length, and exhale, start to rotate your head over your back shoulder. Breathe here.
3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and untwist. Let's move through another connecting vinyasa. So, high plank, low plank, up dog, and downward facing dog. Same sequence, other side. Left leg lifts up, breathe in. Exhale, left knee to left thumb over on the side of the mat. Now just wiggle that right foot back. Point your toes behind you. If you need to use your cushion for your booty, go ahead and put it there. Inhale, sit tall. And exhale, melt. Finding that glorious hip stretch just as far down as your body will let you go today. Just like on the other side, we're going to notice if we put all of our weight to the left hip, and we're going to even it out to the right hip as well. Deep breathing, Ujjayi, the victory breath through your nose. One more deep breath. You'll come up onto your hands, mermaid pose, bend your back knee. Grab the inside of the leg, right hand to right foot. Pull it until your quad is stretching, or take it into that mermaid pose. Square your chest to the front of the mat. Breathe. 3, 2, and 1. On your exhale, you can go ahead and let go of that leg. Now bring that leg in front of you. Setting up for Janushirasana. Foot to the inside of the thigh. Flex your foot. Gauge your quad. Push down with your hands. Find length. Breathe in. Exhale, sink. Chest to knee. I'm going to fold it. Not reaching to the toes today. Save that for a different day. Now, whatever you're holding on to, you can find length as you grip your fingers and fold deeper on your exhale. All right, let's come back up. Now, take your left foot, cross it over the right. We're going up for that twist. Left hand behind you, right arm reaches high, breathe in. Exhale, hook the elbow. Inhale, more length through the spine. Exhale, rotate your head over your back shoulder. And inhale and exhale. Turn back to center. All right, put your feet together, knees apart, Baddha Grow onto your shins. Inhale, find length. And exhale. We're just going to lead with your heart as you fold until your inner thighs feel it. Then you know you've gotten to the good spot. And just breathe here. Relax your neck. Two. And 1. Go ahead and bring it back up to seated. Okay. Take it through another connecting vinyasa. Last round, last one of these. High plank to low plank. Upward dog to downward facing dog. And inhale. And exhale, lower your knees back down to the floor. Now swing your legs out in front of you. Reach forward, breathe in, roll the shoulders back. And exhale, we're going to come all the way down onto your back. Once you get here, set your feet up about hip distance apart. So your heels are going to be underneath your knees. We're taking bridge pose. Now, lift your hips, push through your feet, lift those hips up as high as they'll go.
Then walk your shoulder blades underneath you, clasping hands. Now press down through your upper arms, through your triceps. Push down through your heels, and then push down through the balls of the feet, and then kind of relax your toes a little bit. Breathe. Squeeze your butt, see if you can get a little bit higher. For 3, 2, and 1. Come all the way down, release those arms. Hug your knees to your chest, rock side to side. Let's move into supine twist. So you're going to keep your right knee hugged into your chest, straighten your left leg out in front of you. And with your left hand, guide your knee over the top of your body for your twist. Now, when you're about halfway into the twist, pick up the hips and scoot them over to the right so that your hips are stacked. The right arm comes out to the side. Set your gaze over that extended arm. Breathe, feeling into the low back. Letting your breath be the loudest thing you hear. Now take a breath in. Exhale. Go ahead and just unwind out of the pose, evening out your spine on the mat. Now, left leg in, right leg forward, supine twist on the other side. So guide your knee over your body with your right hand. Then pick up the hips, scoot them over to the left. Hips are stacked. Left arm to the side. Breathing into the low back. And take a breath in. Exhale, come out of the pose. Hug your knees into your chest, squeeze into a tight little ball. Take a deep breath in. Then exhale, release into the shape of a star for your Shavasana. Separate your legs about as wide as the mat, arms out to the side. Bring your shoulder blades together. Relax the muscles of your face. Find deep relaxation here. Let whatever you're thinking about go away. So you're just a blank slate. You're in the place of peace and calm, nothing to think about, nothing to worry about. You and your breath. Begin to wiggle your fingers and toes. Make some circles, your wrists, your ankles. Bring your legs together and extend your arms behind you into a big stretch. Take a deep breath in. Sigh it out. Hug your knees to your chest. And then roll over to your right side using your arm like a pillow. And come up to seated at the front of the mat. Sukhasana, pose. Bring your hands to your heart. Bow your head, close your eyes. The light in me sees and honors the light within you. And in this light, we are connected as one.
Namaste. Thank you so much for coming to class, and I wish you a beautiful, peaceful day.